But like I said, this is the thing about Aura Fire. You don't know what they're going to draft. You banned a Paquito, you banned Aulus thinking that they want to play that in the jungle. But no, he comes out with the box shell once again. I mentioned this. This is High's favorite hero back in MPL Season 8. And it seems like it's still his favorite here in Season 9. Debuting here once again for Aura Fire. What are your thoughts at this point? I really do want to understand. Did he pick the box shell because of the glue, or?
Well, there's a lot of healing and sustain from the side of EVOS Legends, so
True.
the Baxia pick is already valuable. There is a lot of catch potential with the Popo and Koopa and a Burst Mage combo. We've seen this a lot in the previous season. So having two frontliners will have a lot. It will give Aura a lot of possibilities to actually open up the map. And of course, with the Baxia extra crowd control, that will be yet another factor for the Funny to consider before diving into the backline of Aura Fire.
Oh, hella nasty. Let's just jump though into the Land of Dawn for our game number 1, match number 2, EVOS Legends taking on Aura Fire. Still with Goni, Mirko, and as well as Arashi here leading the game. Ooh-wee!
Ooh-wee! Let's get straight into the game here, Gani. Let's take a look at the matchups once more here. For me personally, okay, predictions-wise, I'll have to go with Aura Fire. I think the draft is really creative here, even though EVOS Legends' composition can win. I'm not saying they can't, but I think Aura Fire just has a better game plan here.
I gotta be honest with you, composition-wise, I feel like Aura Fire, they lack damage, they lack burst. Sure, they have cleanse, but besides that, they do not have enough right now. First thing already went 3-1. Uh-oh, High here with the shield unity will not be able to escape because First Blood by Samsung Galaxy A series will be claimed the hands of Persic.
Yeah, I mean, dude, you gotta be careful here in this type of game when you are up against a Fanny. She clears the lanes, she clears the jungle really, really fast. And when it comes to mobility, moving across the jungle, yeah, I'm pretty sure she is the fastest. So High, a little bit too greedy there, miscalculating a bit on how fast Fanny can get there. But in the top side though, Kabuki's been doing amazing. Usually when we see this matchup, Arashi, we don't really see the Clint winning in the first 3 levels.
Obviously, because Clover on the Popo and Koopa, it's essentially a 2v1, so Clint usually has a harder time, but Godiva is there to actually make a difference in the situation. In the mid lane, I think Aura Fire with the Give has more potential for rotations and actually pickoffs with that 3-man roam squad. Again, having a fighter in the jungle allows you to be a lot more aggressive, and that is exactly what Aura is going for.
Aura Fire here, shield unity goes on towards First Stick here with the cables already slicing and dicing on towards High. But both junglers using their retribution here, so Wild Turtle is up. So interesting approach from both of the junglers.
Yeah, a very interesting approach from both of the junglers, but I do want to take a deep dive maybe at this pick from High. With the box share, not only do you get that mobility, but also you can kind of counter the healing coming in from all of the members here. Oh, Sicilian gets caught though.
Sicilian gets caught here. Quite is the target. Fluffy will deal out damages. Oh, in the backside is actually High. Gets taken down. It will be traded though. 1-for-1 High for Kite.
Yep, that's a good trade, but also kind of not. I mean, it's an equal trade for both of the teams, but the thing is, it was actually the side of Kite. Kite got picked off for High. I'm gonna have to say it's more worth it for the side of Aura Fire here because again, it's a Baksha in the jungle. If he gets behind, even if he's ahead, it won't really matter that much. He's always gonna be tanking. He always has that utility. Whereas Kite, he needs to get this early game going pretty well for himself to be able to snowball to that mid game.
Yeah, First Stick here moving aggressively on towards High. High takes a lot of damage with Godiva assisting him, but First Stick gets outplayed here. He gets taken down as Baksha survives that one. Wild Turtle is up. Perhaps Aura Fire could build their momentum right here, right now, and take the turtle as well.
That's why.
That is the big front-to-back potential from Aura Fire. If they don't get a good jump onto the back line, Fersic can't really expend all of the effort, time, skills, cooldowns, and energy onto frontline members like Godiva or High. He needs to make sure that it lands onto the right targets, and if Aura Fire positions properly, that is something that's quite difficult to achieve.
That's the reason I prefer Aura Fire's draft compared to EVOS Legends. I feel like they have a lot of different tools that just does the job really well. Like Godiva can engage, High can just follow it up, and they can all take the damage. Plus, Fanny's gonna have a real hard time getting to that back line. High can just soak up all the damage he needs to, and it's gonna be A-okay. It's Baksha in the jungle, like I've been saying for the past 4 minutes.
Eve now with the Enchanted Talisman early on, knowing that the utility, the slows that will, will be hindering the dive from EVOS Legends, will come out critical. And of course, with more real-world manipulations, there's a lot more chances for them to get a pick, just like this.
Real world manipulation has been popped high, claiming that turtle. Anti-Mage and Versick joining the fight high. Takes a lot of damage. Anti-Mage though, in the backside, Versick, low HP, will not be able to survive. Anti-Mage takes a ride with high here, with that shield unity, but Rex in the front line will not be able to survive. Facehugger claiming yet another kill. 2-man down for EVOS Legends.
Oh my god, a nasty team fight for the side of Aura Fire. Like I said, they burned all their resources literally on the turtle, but it doesn't matter. They just are too tanky, too sustainable. All the damage you throw at them, it's not going to matter unless the Popo and Koopa actually joins the fight. But Kabuki is doing such a good job, basically shutting this Popo and Koopa down. That's something that's just unreal.
This is the potential, the rock, paper, scissors matchup in the jungle. Assassins don't win against fighters, and Assassins wins against marksmen. So the draft is really so good for Aura Fire.
Oh, Aura Fire doing a great job there, forcing the flicker from Popo and Koopa, creating that space, and Kabuki will claim a turret top side here. A game plan goes, Aura Fire is leading. EVOS, they are driven by our game plan.
Looking at the items now though, both teams are still kind of even, but Kabuki opting for an early armor purchase to make sure that he doesn't get pressured by Versick too hard in these fights, and Versick adjusts very quickly and gets a Malefic Ward to counter that almost instantly.
Yeah, I don't know about this, man. Talking about the game plans right now, High, he's already starting his move very aggressively into the enemy base, into enemy jungle, my bad. And the thing is, this is what he needs to do. Just keep on doing this. It doesn't matter. Yes, you don't get the purple buff, but you've already bought so much time. Versick gets caught.
Versick gets caught by Gold Diva, and there you go. Gets taken down 3 times in Land of Dawn. EVOS, though, they are struggling, trying to find compensation here. Fluffy takes a lot of damage, still surviving this. Oh, never mind. Sanguine Claws. Nice connection. Gold Diva might be nice because Clover takes a lot, deals a lot of damage, but there you go. Right with the kill. 2 for 2, 2 for 1 for that trade.
2 for 1. But they do get the turret in the bottom side, and this is what I'm trying to say here. It doesn't matter how many kills EVOS Legends keep on getting across the map if they don't get objectives. Aura Fire's way of playing is just distracting you, so you take these fights, but you don't focus on objectives, and it's working so far. Remember, the sustainability, the dive potential is going to be huge. Krite gets kills, but he's not going to be able to dish out that damage if he gets dove on.
I think it's important for Aura Fire to actually push their tempo, and for EVOS Legends, they need to actually pay attention to the cooldowns of the crowd control, because that is what is shutting down Versick so hard right now. Every time he goes in, everything is just ready to just punish his aggression.
Yeah, I completely agree with you. I mean, it is still all Aura Fire here. Economy-wise and as well as map pressure right now. They are looking to secure that neutral objective here. Realizing that Rex is also half HP. Aura Fire looking very, very, prepared, well prepared here, taking on EVOS Legends.
And look, Hyde didn't even use the Retribution to get that turtle, so they're going to contest for this purple. Again, baiting everyone to come here. Wow, what they do?
Clover right now with a low HP. Popo and Koopa, will he survive this one? Godiva did not connect as Versick. Moves in, slicing, and dancing. But Clover in the backside gets taken down. Trader with high though. Versick wants more. Fluffy might be the next target. Facehugger and Kabuki is there to cover him, but Versick looks on towards Godiva, who is not able to escape. Flicker wasn't there, and there you go. 1 for 2.
1 for 2, but again, Arashi, Kabuki is hitting on this turret. They're dishing out damage, the right amount of damage, and they're not even going to lose anything except for that topside turret.
I think that was a slight mistake from Aura Fire there. We see that Godiva, in a sense, almost tunnels to make sure that Clover gets taken down. But his role in these fights isn't to go for the kill, it's to make sure that Versick on that funny does not get to play the gameplay that he wants. In that fight, he went and used his crowd control onto the Popo and Koopa, and as a result, Versick was able to do so much damage to the backline. That is something that Aura Fire needs to make sure does not happen again.
Yeah, I feel like Aura Fire here. I feel EVOS Legends. I'm quite surprised here with 2 Purifies on Rex and Krite. Aura Fire could still show their potential in their composition on that Kufra. And what do you think that is?
Yeah, I mean, taking a look at the damage dealt, we can see that Facehugger has just had such a huge impact in this game. Krite and Versick, yes, they deal damage, but we gotta remember that they've been dealing this damage onto the front lines. Facehugger has been free, Clint has been free, and when you have this much space, Godiva goes in.
Godiva goes in, does not commit just yet. Rex with half HP. He needs to side here. Oh, now, full HP right now. Ido with that shield unity, trying to invade the purple buff. Connects on towards First Stick. First Stick, what will he do? Oh, Kabuki is free hitting in the backside there. Trying to give Clover, but high. Soaks up a lot of damage, and First Stick goes crazy in the backside. Fluffy might the target. Fluffy with that extra shield will not be able to survive. Double kill for that Sicilian as First Stick jumps away, flies away, and Anti-Mage, he wants more. Rex is there to support him. Kabuki as well as Facehugger will be able to deny the rotation from side of EVOS, but it will be a 3-0. EVOS Legends finally get the traded that they need.
This is the problem with the side of Aura Fire. Even though they get the early game, they don't use this properly. A lot of the times, they're just way too aggressive. They dive into the enemy purple buff for no reason at all, except for, yeah, we want to steal it away. But at this point, do you really need to steal it away? Fairsick, before that fight, was 2-3. He was super behind. Just go for the objectives, the neutral objectives, the big objectives like Turtle. I mean, like Lord or the turrets.
Yep. And honestly, they actually played so aggressively, and as a result, I think one of their members just looked so stranded all the way in the front alone. And as we mentioned, Aura Fire's composition is a team fight, front-to-back composition. They need to be sticking together to get the full benefit out of this team composition. So they need to make sure that they played a lot slower, and if they don't get to catch the quote-unquote priority target, that's still fine because they don't have to risk anything. As long as they can make sure that the members of EVOS Legends can't dive towards that backline, they're golden.
Here's the thing what I don't like about the composition from Aura Fire, all right? They're wave clear, potentially so weak. And looking at the items, what do you have to say, Arashi?
So far, there is the Ice Queen Swan onto Facehugger, so there is still some wave clear there. But as you mentioned, with two frontliners, with two fighters, the damage from far away, the clearing, will lose out to a Cecilion, as well as the the low cooldown from First. But he goes in very deep here.
First Stick!
What?
With the mistake! What was he trying to do there? He goes in, trying to target, of course, Facehugger, but
Lord's available.
Godiva is there, and Lord is up high with the lead. Facehugger here opening up the real world manipulation. Godiva gets taken out with one bad impact. Fluffy will find some compensation, taking down Clover. Fluffy will not survive with the synergy. Rex and Kreitz high once more here. Shield Unity connects Rex. Will he be able to get taken down high?
Kabuki
is there. Oh, Kabuki with a surprise attack. Rex taking a lot of damage. The Raphael will not be able. Killing spree for Kabuki.
Fairsick, that, oh my god, I'm sorry, man. That was a huge blunder. It almost cost them the game. Luckily, Cry was able to position himself properly in that fight and actually carried the team to an equal standings in terms of kills. But man, oh man, I don't know what it is. Maybe he didn't have enough food here. Grab food will be giving him some good nutrition, I feel like, but I'm still just so speechless. He goes in 1v5. He needs to understand. Look at the CC. You have Fluffy on this Edith that just can instantly knock you up. You have the bouncing ball, my guy. Please, this... oh, I thought it was a different version yesterday, but we're seeing the exact same, possibly even worse aggressively in Season 8.
Maybe the success from the early game from EVOS Legends.
From Season 8, sorry.
Yeah, I guess just makes Fairsick just a bit too feisty, but he can't just go into the jungle without any intel like that. He can go very deep, as we've seen in the past few team fights, but he needs to understand that he needs to wait for the right moment. He just goes in like that, where everyone is grouped up together and ready to pile on the CC on him. That is not going to be a good time at all.
All right, fire here, already committing on towards his Lord. Rex opening up vision. All First Stick goes in. Be careful. Oh! In the front side, Fluffy gets taken out. Facehugger with a real world manipulation. So effective. But take a look at the Lord. It's already quarter HP, and Kabuki in the back side gets shut it down. High will not be able to do anything in the front side. Facehugger might be next as Anti-Mage, and Rex is already hovering on Facehugger, forces a flicker as EVOS will look to claim the Lord, the enhanced Lord.
Fluffy is not tanky enough. He can't be the one in the front side. Conceal though.
Conceal play here, trying to look something. EVOS still with 5. Godiva already trying to give some sort of a vision, but not no commitments just yet for Team Fight Anti-Mage here. First, wants Facehugger already dealing a lot of damage. Facehugger still surviving with no flicker here as the Lord will be claimed, will go into the hands of EVOS Legends.
Now with the Lord secured for EVOS Legends, they have the option of using the Lord as a sixth member of their team and actually split up the very strong front-to-back composition from Aura Fire. If they're able to do so, there won't be enough crowd control in, there will be always someone that will fall victim to the mobility and high DPS coming in from Fersik. Looking at the items now, smart itemization for going for the rose gold meteor as well as a bit more armor to make sure that he doesn't get bursted down. If he can last for a bit longer, the Bloodlust Axe will allow him to sustain up all that damage, provided he does not get hit with all the crowd control that Aura is saving up for him.
This is exactly what I said in the draft as well. The reason I actually preferred EVOS Legends in the first phase of the draft was because they have the Fanny and the Sicilian. Fanny will create so much space for the Sicilian, and that's exactly what's happening here in the 14th minute of the game. Ever since that 10th minute, actually, we've seen this happen. Aura Fire struggle in team fights when they don't get a pick off beforehand, and Sicilian has been free hitting because, again, Sicilian can hit everyone on Aura Fire, but the longest range hero on Aura Fire, which is Clint, technically Yves, can't get into the sights, basically, or the range of Sicilian.
Yeah, I completely agree with you. And Aura Fire here already still managing to defend Lord up top, still healthy. Anti-Mage trying to find something. Fluffy, take a look at the bad impacts. Fluffy, will he be able to survive? Real world manipulation here opened up. Godiva did not connect as Aura Fire looks to defend on top side, but what side will be EVOS Legends picking up a base turret. 5-4-5 here. No members, no casualty. A smart offense, but a better defense.
Fortunately for Aura Fire, they do, again, have the counter to an assassin, so they were able to use high to match Fersik. If it was anyone else, they probably wouldn't have been taken down, but now big engage from EVOS Legends.
Oh, Sanguine Gloss connects on George 2, Godiva and high, soaking a lot of damage. Rex claiming up a kill. Take a look at the backside. Fersik dealing a lot of damage, distracting, and also shoo-wing away Aura Fire members for stands as EVOS Legends looks to close the gap.
It's Krite versus the world at this point. As long as he gets covered, it's not going to be good.
Godiva here, trying to look something, trying to defend Facehugger. Oh, Fersik almost gets taken out as Fluffy will not be able to defend top side. Anti-Mage and Rex, being the frontliner that they are, just looks for another base turret top side. 0 turrets for side of Aura Fire here. What can they do to defend?
Well, this is where it gets quite difficult for EVOS. Of course, with the Lord in their hands, they can probably get that win. In fact, the real win probability by the Samsung Galaxy A-Series is 68% for EVOS Legends. If they can get the Lord, they can probably brute force their way to actually end the game. But without that, now they have to actually fight a very strong front-to-back composition in the base without any potential for them to flank around and catch members of Aura Fire off guard. They'll have to bank it on a fight near the Lord right now, or, again, risk going for the fast end with the Lord and avoiding the team fight completely.
So for me, basically right here, what Aura Fire needs to do is just put one member on defense, protect Kabuki and Facehugger from that Fanny. But the thing is, it's really hard with Anti-Mage also basically supporting him every single time. The thing is, what Aura Fire needs to do is just completely nullify that back line. Let's see what they're able to do here.
Oh my god, Lord, for side of EVOS Legends once again with 0 base turrets here. The question still stands. Will they be able to defend this one? Because I feel like, the damage, man. The damage from the Sicilian is just too huge. What do you think? Will this be the final end push?
The thing is, there's a lot of damage coming in from Krite on that Sicilian, but he is still outranged by Facehugger, who is by no means, behind. He is 2-0-8, 0 deaths so far. If he can get a real good real manipulation, he can zone away the Sicilian and buy some time for the DPS like Kabuki, like Fluffy to actually deal enough damage and take out the Lord before EVOS Legends can go for that fast end towards the crystal.
They need to go for a huge play right now, but they need to get Krite down. Already an engage right now, Goni.
Yeah, High here already at half HP, not looking good. Okay, there's an Immortal, but High gets taken back. High with the Immortal will pop. Fersik gets taken. No, Fersik will not be able to get that kill, but 4-man standing, 4-man defending Clover.
Ooh.
And Friends looks to close the gap. As take a look at the base, it is too exposed. EVOS Legends takes game number 1.
Oh man, what a game, honestly. Like, if we're talking about the game, that was a very it was very weird. It was a very weird victory,
Yeah.
I feel like, because I'm just
rotate better and of course providing some crowd control as well. But will that be enough with only essentially the Edith as a main frontline?
Technically, Olus is also like a semi-tank. They also have the
but later
Rafaela
on.
to add the sustain. I actually feel like Aura Fire is lacking that consistent damage. Popo and Koopa is more of a burst type of marksman. They also have the Fanny and the Farsa, so as long as EVOS Legends can weather out the storm, I feel like it's going to be an easy game for them in the late stages.
I agree. If they can actually make the fight all drawn out into the late, into the later stages, I think there is a good chance for EVOS to actually come out on top here. But of course, again, so much crowd control. Paquito, Popo and Koopa, Farsa. There's just so many things they have to watch out for. It can be done though, so it will come down to the execution, I feel. Honestly, in my opinion, Aura has the better draft.
All right, enough talk, guys. Arashi, Mirko, are you ready to jump into the portal for our game number 2, potentially the last game here today between Aura Fire and EVOS Legends?
Let's see for Arashi. You actually like Aura Fire's draft better. I think it does complement their playstyle, but I really like EVOS Legends when they go to the late game, and I'm gonna have to save them because they even gave Rect the Rafaela.
Yeah.
That remember, one of the things we did for Rect when we rated these players is Rect doesn't have that good micro. Kabuki though is on the Fanny.
Oh, Kabuki on this Fanny already, taking a lot of damage there. Rect will not be able to survive. And there you go.
Never mind, Arashi. I'm going for Aura Fire.
The switch. Oh my god, the meme. Kabuki now in the jungler position. Holy moly, as High entering.
Is this the secret weapon they've been hiding from view for everyone?
Oh, to
right
the outside here,
1v1.
Fluffy taking a lot of damage. No more resources from anti-mage Arashi, you were saying.
Yeah, High on the Popo and Koopa. I've known that High can play a lot of marksmen at a high level, but yeah, I wasn't even expecting this. This is insane. So we have to see Kabuki on the jungle. We've heard teasers about this, but it's now finally coming to light.
Okay, guys, so basically what I wanted to say just now, the reason I actually like EVOS Legends better is because I think Aura Fire, I didn't think High would be able to pull off the Fanny.
That's true, that's true.
Because I've never seen him play the Fanny.
That's fair.
In streams and anywhere. But now it's Kabuki. I'm going to have to trust him on this Fanny. You can see how aggressive he is, and there you go.
Oh, Kabuki almost taking Rect down top side. And Rect needs to be careful because as go Diva though with that Tyrant's.
Oh my god!
Will claim the life of Rect. The outplay Rect did not see that one coming, did ya?
The macro god, Gani, but in the top side though.
Oh, Clover taking the feather airstrike damage High as well. Facehugger 3-man gank. Oh my god! Almost gets taken. Almost the outplay though with that flicker, but Facehugger securing the kill. Aura Fire looks to claim turret top side.
Dude, that was an anime moment, I swear. He flickered and dodged 3 skill shots, but anyways, Fluffy doing what he can here.
Yeah, trying to, again, perhaps distract the members from EVOS. Did not happen, did not accomplish that. He gets taken down though, creating space top side. Turtle is up, and Fanny and Farsa is already in that area.
Yep, this is the plan from Aura Fire. Go for the early game. Fine, we tried going aggressive, but we also don't do that well in the late game. So now they're just going all in with so many tools to actually facilitate dives and catch people out. They're going for more kills.
Oh, Rex on that Purify, very clutch. Kabuki though from the flank side will claim that kill as Real World Population was a little bit too late. And Aura Fire, at this point, minute number 3, they look to claim control. Anti-Mage coming in, 3-man gang here, Pi using that flicker to escape. No casualty for now, but man, oh man, Aura Fire securing a 2k gold lead, Mirko.
I'm just so surprised by this role swap. I didn't actually realize it until he started dashing. I was like, wait, that's Kabuki. but man, even Godiva, he's playing it so well, he actually steals it away from Fairsick.
Very, very nice play there. Kabuki coming in, trying to find something. Oh my lord. He realizes that Fairsick is low in the early game and he just wants to punish. He just wants to abuse that. Right now, Godiva going in with that Tyrant's Rage on towards Rex. Feather Airstrike followed up. But Rex with 1 HP will not be able to survive. Kabuki once more. But Krait still survives. Off camera though. What? Anti-Mage solo killing Popo and Koopa both side.
Yeah, it's a great solo kill for Anti-Mage, but they need to start being disciplined. Aura Fire, this is where they start losing their tempo, right? In the mid stages of the game, by the way, fun fact, since the debut of Kabuki in MPL Indonesia Season 7, this is the first time that he's actually filled the jungle position. So back in Season 7, he's actually played in the jungle, but since then, we've actually seen him in the gold lane. So again, it's very surprising. It's very surprising. I'm sorry that we kind of missed it because we didn't expect that, man.
Yeah, we
Can you
did
blame
not
us?
expect-
Can you
That's
blame
true.
us?
Oh, yeah, of course not. Again, for now, Arashi, what happened here? Walk me through minute number 4.
The aggression from Aura Fire is now forcing EVOS to play S4. We've seen this done by RRQ
What?
once they're actually forced into this kind of situation, but
Oh my-
Kabuki going in 1v4.
Slicing and dicing here. Kabuki poking damage here on towards 3 members. No casualties, but first it gets caught. Here's Goldiva with the Tyrant's
my.
Rage and Feather Airstrike combo. Takes him down. They want the mid side here. Rex and as well as Eve popping up that real world manipulation to clear the wave. Aura Fire here still in full control for the early game.
There's just so much pickoff from so far away. The Kufra can engage, and the follow-up here, it can come from the Bukito, it can come from the Farsa, it can come from Kabuki on that Fanny as well. So many options, but as you mentioned, Mirko, they need to make sure that they don't lose tempo and they end the game fast, because in the late game, there is a lot of damage potential from the side of EVOS Legends.
I'm already seeing it right now. Even though they got the pick off, it was based off a mistake from the side of EVOS Legends. What they need to do right now is use the space that Fanny creates. Now, Kabuki has been doing a lot of these crazy invades into the enemy jungle, but I don't see Aura Fire actually following it up with anything on the map. They see Kabuki, they don't do anything, and that's where it gets dangerous. If
They just
Kabuki gets
stand it
shut
off.
down, the kill can go to EVOS. Every time he does this, yes, he is able to win it out, but Krite gets picked off.
Feather Airstrike with that purified Facehugger survives. Kabuki coming in, trying to find.
wait.
Oh my god!
Oh, today?
With this misplay there, the outplay from Clover. It was just too much, diving and taking a lot of turret damage, and he is the one who gets taken down.
Like I said, this is exactly what keeps on happening. Fanny is built this way. He needs to go in aggressively. Maybe not that aggressively, but Aura needs to translate that aggression to something on the map. So far, it's been 3 minutes without a single objective except for the neutral ones.
They've been trying to go and get pickoffs, win team fights, and then use the Popo and Koopa to take down the objectives. But now EVOS is just dodging the fights as much as possible, and they're just struggling to actually find success, and get great pickoffs.
Yeah, I feel like Aura Fire here needs to be careful because power spikes from Beatrix, power spikes from Aulus is coming right now. Goldiva trying to find an engage on towards Anti-Mage outside. Popol and Koopa here dealing a lot of damage. Anti-Mage is still here, surviving. Hi claims another turret bot side here. What can EVOS find here for compensation? Kabuki wants Clover, but take a look at the backside. Fluffy on that Keto engages but not committing just yet as we enter here. 20 seconds for the next hurdle.
Yep, 20 seconds for the next hurdle. It's supposed to be Aura Fire still controlling the game. Yes, they did get a little bit too aggressive early on just now, but Kabuki is still at a comfortable lead. Right now, level 10, but Fiersick, his farming has actually been phenomenal.
Yeah.
Let's look at the other side for once here. It felt like Aura Fire has just been dominating this game, but since then, Fiersick only caught out once, and he's been doing really, really well.
Honestly, it looks like it's still pretty okay, but now fight is breaking out for the turtle.
Godiva there. I feel like he opened his ultimate prematurely there. Sure, it baits out the Purify from Rex, but now to find a team fight is so hard. Fursick here gets targeted by Kabuki. Fursick, will he be able to? Fursick is at a quarter HP. Still surviving this one though. EVOS Legends, they are hanging on.
Yep, it looks like Aura is ahead, but at the same time, most of their kills are onto Rekt. So the core members, like the mid lane, the jungle, and the gold lane, they're still relatively okay. So not as much success, I think, as Aura Fire wants, but they need to try and invade the jungle and get picked like this.
Tyrant's Rage connects on towards Rex. Rex without a Purify gets taken down. Godiva though will be traded back 1 for 1. Both roamers from both teams will go down as the Lord. No, Turtle has been cleared, but again, Aura Fire staying proactive, claiming another turret bot side.
Yeah, but like I said, this one was actually very, very good for the side of Aura Fire. Not only did they go in to get some picks, but they used that pick as a distraction to get an objective. So this is what Aura Fire needs to keep on doing. They can't get overzealous. They need to always translate kills over to objective. That objective conversion ratio is going to play a huge role in the game because Aura Fire, they like to get overzealous, and EVOS Legends are always there to punish them.
Yeah. Ooh,
And
that
honestly,
feather
the three-man combo in the mid lane, right? The Kufra, the Farsa, and Kabuki on the Fanny as well. They just draw so much pressure so high, or and Kabuki can just go to the side lanes and start split pushing essentially. And that is actually being a big problem for EVOS Legends. They are slowly losing control over the map, and Aura Fire is getting more and more bold, just going into the jungle without any repercussions.
Yeah, that is the concern here. Fluffy here, dealing a lot of combos from Paquito onto his Rex. Rex still with half HP. Purifies up for him. What can they set up for? Of course, Lord is up here, Miracle. But I feel like EVOS Legends, they have a chance to turn this game around.
They do. They really do. Remember, if they are able to withstand this early game pressure from the side of Aura Fire, they will actually have the better late game. But Aura already looking for a pick top side.
Conceal play. No commitment. Ult oh! Top side here. First stick opening up the ult. Just trying to make space here. No commitments once again. Both teams disengaging from a team fight. Of course, realizing that Lord is up. 2 minutes towards an enhanced Lord, and both teams playing it very, very safely.
Did you notice anything? Fersic has hit his power spike level 12, Arashi. Tell me what it does.
Well, it gives him the passive from all this. You just get big spikes in damage as well as, I think at the final level it's going to be range, but that will be a huge boost in Fersic's damage output in these fights. And honestly, I found it weird that they all actually move towards the top side when the Lord is actually in play. Woo. But I guess Aura's plan is to just stop stop EVOS from actually trading in the top side and then forcing them into fights. But they're able to secure the Lord. And here's the player goal by Livin by Mandiri. And as you can see, High demolishing all those turrets is giving him a lot of gold. But Fersic is not far behind.
Aura needs to end the game in the next 5 minutes. If it doesn't happen, EVOS Legends can turn the tides here. Remember, Yve, Beatrix, and this Aulus, it keeps on scaling with the damage from Anti-Mage and the tank, the sustainability as well. It is going to be extremely tough for Aura Fire. They either need to go for some crazy big combo wombos after the 5 minute, after like the 15-minute mark, or they straight out just lose out in every single team fight. Now, 3 waves, this might be it.
Anti-Mage here finds the pick, ultra high. What a combination. First they got Anti-Mage, but take a look at Kabuki. Kabuki is just having fun, taking down the jungler from EVOS Legends. 2 for 1 with the Lord push. What can they do?
Yep, the tower now is going to be destroyed on top side. Lord here will be denied by 3 members of EVOS Legends, but at the same time, the mid lane is pushed out. So Aura Fire making the best out of that Lord, using it as an extra person in the team to actually take down all these objectives. And now they have EVOS cornered inside their base. This is going to be where Facehugger, with that long range damage of the Feather Airstrike, will come in handy towards cracking open the defense of EVOS Legends.
A reset for both of the teams. Sure, Aura Fire here. We're still with the big minions, with the super minions, but I feel like no objectives on board. EVOS Legends with the defense. Here's a replay.
It's a replay by the Samsung Galaxy A series. And here, I think like Aura has an idea that there's people here, but High should not be the first person to check it out. And here, Kabuki was able to trade the kill out, so it wasn't the end of the world, but that is surely an outcome that Aura does not want.
Yeah. Godiva opening! Oh my god! First he gets taken down! Take a look at the backside! Kabuki dealing a lot of damage to shutdown! Oh my god! Kabuki with the outplay! 3 members from the side of EVOS Legends gets taken down.
Unreal plays from Kabuki. What was that, man? Oh my god, he was rolling in the kills 1v4, and now it might be the end, Gani.
Oh, Rex is next on the topping board. Feather Airstrike just to zone out, and there you go. A wiped out Aura Fire force EVOS Legends for a game.
Backline. Oh man.
So no marksman here for EVOS, but they do have insurance in the late game. Sicilian as well as Aulus. I'm excited to see how it will pan out here, Arashi. But composition-wise, tell me your last thoughts.
Wow, I think with Aura diving in like that, the Yuzong can provide a lot of crowd control and disrupt the dive from the side of Aura Esports, but that will be quite difficult to actually, do. And with their early gameplay, with the maneuver, the maneuverability and mobility of a Ling, I think it's going to be quite difficult. So just composition-wise, I think Aura has this.
All right, Mirko, Arashi, are you ready for the last game of today, of the conclusion of week 1? Aura Fire taking on EVOS Legends. Folks, spam it down who you got here. Hashtag Aura Fire or hashtag EVOS Legends, because we're just gonna jump right out here to the Land of Dawn for our last game.
I think the better question is who's not excited, man. Everyone spam it in the comments right now. Hashtag Aurafire or hashtag EVOS Roar, because both of these teams will need to start off really, really well. EVOS Legends trying to withstand that early game pressure and Aura trying to use it to end the game.
Let's see here. Composition-wise, I feel like... Do EVOS Legends have enough CC here, Rashi?
And the crowd control is also a bit lacking. There is a bit, there's a Holy Baptism from Rafaela, there is the Sanguine Claws, and there is the first dive. And speaking of anti-mage on that Yutong, just getting the first blood by the Samsung Galaxy A series.
Oh, the passive from Yusong was just too much for Kiro to handle, and Fluffy wasting a flicker still gets taken down. Aurafire needs to regroup ASAP.
Every time anti-mage gets Yuzong, they have actually been able to get a victory, alright? Wait. No, actually, I'm mistaken.
Never mind.
Game number 2 yesterday was a loss. My bad. But his Yuzong is a signature pick. Alright, Fersic. Oh, that was so close. Godiva already taunting him now. And that's the problem. That's what I said earlier, right? Fersic, mechanically, he's amazing. Macro-wise, could be better. But his mentality, that's the reason that he wasn't able to perform back in Season 8.
And right now, with Aurafire having such a scary, trio roam situation, they have Facehugger on Lilia that can clear the wave really fast. They have Godiva on the Matilda, which can facilitate the plays in the early game, and Hai that can follow up with the plays that Godiva makes. So it's very scary from the side of Aura.
Oh, take a look at top side here. Kabuki decides not to freeze the lane. He opted to just clear the top side here. So a safe approach here. Both teams slowing down their tempo after that first blood. Turtle has spawned here.
Yeah, Turtle spawning in that bottom side. EVOS Legends are first to go at it with Fersic starting it off, but I don't think they will be able to do anything here. I mean, talking about Aurafire, seems like bottom side, Anti-Mage has just controlled this lane and there's not going to be a contest right there. Aurafire leaving it for EVOS Legends to take for free. Turtle slain, presented to you by Samsung Galaxy A series.
I'm quite surprised that Aurafire is not the one who initiated the Turtle. Actually, Aulus is more proactive on objective-wise here. Why do you think that is?
Well, for me, actually, for the side of Aurafire, it's because, okay, both of these teams, actually, if we're looking at it at a grander screen, at a bigger game. Bigger picture. Aurafire, they also don't have the early pressure, technically, but they do get to their power spikes quicker than EVOS Legends. So, early phase, it's going to be 50-50, so if the bottom side is losing, let's just not take that. Wait for the power spikes to hit. When Ling gets his item, that's when the first power spike will hit. Beatrix as well, and that's what they're waiting for.
Okay. Both here, Fluffy and Anti-Mage, just dealing damage and trading skills, but no action from both teams. And Arashi, walk me through 1 minute 1, 2, and 3.
Well, Anti-Mage being dominant in the lane clearly is a factor that EVOS Legends is taking full advantage of. But aside from that, in that late game, by the way, even though there's a Sicilian and all those on the side of EVOS Legends, there is still a Beatrix and a Lilia, which are both very, very strong in the late game as well. So it's not looking very one-sided in that late game, but the early game, though, I think Aura has a lot of options to play with.
Oh, take a look at this. 4-man top side, Aurafire, trying to find a team fight by EVOS. They decide just to, they want to clear the lane. Oh! Facehugger! Diving in! What the heck? A slight miscalculation, they misplay, and EVOS quick to punish that fact right now on the mid side. Fluffy flickers away. EVOS almost claims another, but it is calm for now.
Yeah, DHS already picked up by Hai, so this is one of the power spikes that he needs. Next item will most probably be that War Axe. Then they're going to build into, should be the Endless Battle. But anyways, coming back at it, EVOS Legends still with the grasp in the early phase of the game. Aurafire already looking for trades though into that top side. And this is going to be good, considering that Fersic will not have the position to contest.
Okay, Clover here hovering. Falling Star Moon has not been activated here as Hai in the front side doing damage. But Beatrix will claim that turtle right now. Hai wants to fight. 4 men from side of EVOS here. Disengaging. Ooh, the sniper. Almost. We saw that damage here, and EVOS Legends, they lost that trade.
I think Aura understands that this is the side of the map where Anti-Mage is not around, so they can they can actually use the early game picks they have, like the Lilia, like the like the Matilda, as well as Beatrix to a certain degree, and they can go contest the turtle and punish EVOS Legends if they overextend too far. But in return to that, I think they're gonna go make a play for Kabuki.
Okay, 3 men here. Top side, Godiva taking the vision. Oh no, 3-4-3. So for now, it is clear that both teams want to play around the gold lane, but I feel like they haven't found the right momentum.
You see how the tempo is shifting here, Guy? This is exactly what I said. Aura Fire, they will lose out in the first 3 levels, but when they do get those items, they will reach the power spike much faster than EVOS Legends. Currently, first stick is still level 8, so they still have a lot of time to use to build on it.
Take a look at this Fluffy taking a lot of damage from 2 members, gets taken down bot side. But take a look at top side, Aura finding Clover, flickers away. Soaking a lot of fouling storm on 4 defense. Clover survives. What the heck? The outplay there, the small outplay. He did not clear though, but it is okay. It is okay because why? EVOS Legends claims pick off bot side.
This is the issue with Aura's situation right now. Compared to game number 1 and game number 2, they do have a relatively low amount of crowd control. Right now, they're only relying on Torpedo, as well as perhaps the Tempest of Blades from High and the Circling Eagle from Godiva. But these are all, very, very short duration crowd control compared to the previous picks in the previous games, and you can see that EVOS Legends are having a better time at surviving the early game onslaught, and as Mirko mentioned, this is not the best of looks for Aura in the early game.
Yeah, they have a little bit more time to play with here to get that lead and snowball, but it's looking tough, man. 6 minutes in, they only have managed to get an 80 gold lead. With the second turtle being up, they should have the pressure here, but I'm not sure if they will be able to entirely take it uncontested.
Yeah, I feel like EVOS Legends realizing that their composition is like this. They're happy right now though. Anti-Major opening up with the Black Dragon form, wants to find a team fight. Ling plays that turtle, but take a look at the back side. Tempest of Blade on towards Anti-Mage. Take a look at Black Spot side there. As High gets a kill, but Fluffy once more as High claims a double kill on towards first take and as well as Anti-Mage. For now, the Sanguine Claws connects on towards 2, but no follow-up damage just yet. It will be the turtle and the 2 kills forward side of Aura Fire.
Everyone's talking about Albert's Ling, but High's Ling deserves some praise as well. That was fast. And Fluffy, man, he is always getting these crazy picks. Did you see how he was able to play that fight? Knockout strike into 2 of the core damage dealers from the side of EVOS Legends. And the thing is, without that, they completely just fall off in the fights, and Fluffy is just doing so much on the map.
Oh, another proactive play here. 2v1 Tempest of Lake opens up. Clover with no Flicker will not be able to survive. I might be wrong. I might be wrong. Flicker is there. And there you go. 1 HP surviving that one, but at a tower's costs.
Yep, and the early fight was just so so beneficial for Aura and detrimental for EVOS Legends. They lose Fairsick and they lose Anti-Mage. One is a hero that needs to be doing well in the early game to scale into the late game, and Anti-Mage is that pillar of strength in the early game that EVOS is counting on to actually get some momentum going. And I think with that Black Dragon form used, it was just a bit too early, and they really feel like they don't want to let go of the turtle, but perhaps letting it go was the better call. Looking at the item right now, Facehugger has an Ice Queen's wand, so the crowd control, the extra bit of slow might be dangerous for EVOS Legends to walk into.
All right, now let's take a look at the big picture once again here for Aura Fire and EVOS Legends. Remember what I said earlier before that turtle fight? Aura has a little bit more time before EVOS Legends gets that power spike, but wait a minute, I might not be able to finish.
Circling Eagle connects out towards first stick, taking a lot of damage. There you go. 1 man down, 1 for 1. Rex flickers away, and I feel like he is a sacrificial lamb as Kabuki. It might be target from side of Anti-Mage. There you go. Sicilian claims the double kill as Anti-Mage surviving that 1v2 play as Esmeralda. He might want more. There you go. The connection did not connect, but Clover here trying to deal something in the mid side. Fouling Stormer connects on towards Facehugger. The damage will not be enough, but there you go. The Sanguine Claws to find something as they look to take down the mid turret.
They took a gamble. They took a hard gamble, EVOS Legends, and they finally got what they need. A kill and survivability up to the 9th minute. Possibly this is going to buy them a little bit more time for those heroes to scale up and get through those power spikes. But what I wanted to mention early on was Aura Fire. They had the power spike right before the third turtle just now, but EVOS Legends, they took a gamble, they fought, even though they knew that Aura Fire reached the power spike first in the top side, the 1v1.
Oh my god, a 1v1. Could this be a solo kill as Clover will not be able to escape? as Paquito will claim that life. But take a look, it was all a distraction as Firstick will claim that Lord. Aura though, they want to fight Godiva, surviving with 1 HP right here, will not be able to take him down. Anti-Mage coming in just to make presence. For now, the trade, it is quite even, I feel like.
Maybe now I'll have the time to talk about what I wanted. Okay, firstly, Aura Fire, they got the power spike faster, but EVOS Legends took a gamble. They fought for it. They instead lost the turtle, the third turtle fight, and Aura Fire got a 3,000 gold lead. Unfortunately for Aura Fire, EVOS took another gamble into that Lord Pit and finally won it. And that bought them so much more time with the Lord as well right now. Incredible decision making for the side of EVOS Legends, but another catch right now.
Oh, Black Shoes has been taken. It's too early! It's too early! Facehugger gets taken down. No high ground here for the side of Aura Fire. EVOS strong with 5. Beatrix defending for his life, but there you go. Lord gets taken down. Anti-Mage might get caught here, but nope. 5 still up, and the pressure is still on Aura Fire as top inner turret might fall down here. There you go. EVOS Legends looks to reclaim their control.
Good trade by Aura Fire, knowing that again, EVOS Legends will be the one with tempo in the 10th minute of the game with the Lord that they have, but still, he needs to be very, very careful. No purple buff will mean that the flinch poise is limited here. Alright, he gets out.
He does get out, but now what is the plan for Aura Fire? They still want to get some more pickoffs, and they need to figure out what they want to do in the fight. Because every single fight, it seems like it's the same pattern. Anti-Mage goes in the back, and Kabuki, with all the gold and all the damage that he can do, can't get close enough to the rest of the members. So maybe they have to make a big gamble in sending Kabuki in front with the rest of the members and risk getting bursted down for sure. Or they have to actually threaten to fight, back off, pick off Anti-Mage first, and then look to continue the fight afterwards, because they do have a lot of chase with high.
Guys, if you're hungry, go and download Grab Food. Use the code MPLIDXGRAB for a 50% discount, as we are still waiting here for the conclusion between Aura Fire and as well as EVOS Legends. Game number 1, it was EVOS Legends. Game number 2, Aura Fire fires back. Game number 3, for now, it is stalemate.
Yeah, this is actually one of the mistakes that Aura has been... I mean, this is the mistakes that we mentioned early on as well here, Arashi. After game number 2, there were still very, very evident mistakes from the side of Aura Fire, which is greed. Same thing happens here. That's why EVOS Legends were able to turn the shine, shift it to their favor. It's because of greed. Aura Fire with the 3,000 gold lead used it to go for fights instead of just using it to get objectives on the board. And now they're caught in a bad situation. Not even the 15-minute yet, but EVOS Legends have reached their power spike. First level 15, item spike, and Sicilian has the stacks.
Take a look at High here, trying to flank, but is not connect. Claims that purple buff, Tempest of Blade for defense. Aura Fire winning that trade. What a smart and intelligent play there. It was a gamble, but it paid off.
Yeah, Ling with the purple buff will be quite detrimental if it's not secured by the Ling. So now they have control in the Lord Pit, but what can they, what kind of trap can they prepare without enough crowd control? Fluffy will now be the one in the front, and Anti-Mage with the first target.
Okay, Anti-Mage here, Fierce Dive on towards the back. Fluffy with the guiding wind will be able to escape. Oh, take a look at the backside.
Oh no!
Shoes! Oh! With that flicker, fortunately for him, but High takes a lot of damage. Oof. Once again, Godiva, man, with the guiding wind, surviving, and as well as assisting his teammates to escape from a sketchy situation.
Oh, Fluffy with the flank.
Fluffy with the flank here, distracting. Take a look at the black side though, Clover. Oh, okay. Lord,
Kabuki.
First they want war. Clover already zoning, and Kabuki with low HP forced to flicker away as EVOS Legends looks to close the game here, minute number 13.
This is crazy, man. High actually gambled that again. He stood still. He was 1 HP, and he was still trying to contest the Lord. Fluffy did what he could there, honestly, opening up the map, getting some vision on, but again, they just weren't in the right position, weren't even in the right scenario to contest for that. All the HP bars low, no vision, and no pressure on the map.
Yeah, especially now High will not have the purple buff. What can they do here as Lord is marching top side? Oh, take a look at the damage from Sicilian High. Immediately backs away as Firstick, they want the top base turret. Anti-Mage Kabuki takes a lot of damage, and Mega Kill has been secured by Christ. Base turret, top side has been down. They look to end the game. Fluffy backs away as Godiva. Thanks, the Lord survives for now, but it will be 5v4.
Man, it's a sniper bullet at this point. Look at how much damage Krite is just taking off the fans of Aura.
Teammates, Impossible Blaze, and once again
Oh.
on defense, but 2 members knocked out. Facehugger gets taken down. Godiva though commits on that circling eagle, will not be able to find a result. 5 men still strong. They want the end. They want the base. The base is too exposed as EVOS Legends close the series with a 2-1 victory.
Oh my god, the turntables, man. What the heck? EVOS Legends pick up the victory after a solid loss, a solid victory from Aura Fire in game number 2. What a performance from both of the teams, but EVOS Legends in the end are the better team here today, getting the right decisions, making the right decisions at the right time, punishing Aura Fire for every single mistake that they made here in game number 3.
Yep, there's a lot of things, and we have already talked about the mistakes that both these teams were making. And I think at game number 3, I mentioned how this is a time for EVOS after getting that defeat to actually improve right after game number 2, and that is exactly what they did. They have a very, very late game team composition, but despite that, they were able to actually withstand the onslaught from Aura in the early game, and not even that, they can get advantages in the early game despite having a Paquito, having a Lilia and Ling on